TubeTalk.
Welcome back to you too, Dougie.
Welcome back.
How you going?
Good. How are you going?
Not too bad, not too bad. Someone else though is going super duper, aren't they?
Yeah.
Who's that?
Jack Allnut, who got 119?
16, I think, 116.
Not out.
Not out, carried his bat.
It's pretty good.
Open, carried his bat. Well, no surprising that Jack's good. It's just surprising that you know, where the abilities come from. Clearly didn't come from the sire, his father's side. Did it? Must be all the skill in his mother come through to be such a fine young man and fine player. Well done, Jack. Awesome century. We should have had you playing at the SCG on Wednesday night. We might have got through to the final.
You're right about that.
Yeah. What else is happening?
Well, it is the ready to run sales next week as well.
It is ready to run sales. We shall be purchasing. Looking for maybe a filly for New Zealand. We've had for Stephen Marsh. We've had fantastic success buying fillies, getting black type and selling them for big money. And we'll be buying I think we'll buy a horse, a nice 3-year-old classic horse to become, and that can get over ground as an older horse for John O'Shea. So if you'd like to be involved in one of those and join the success that we're having, let me know. Let's go back to the cricket. What should we have done differently on Wednesday?
Got bloody, what do you call it? We should have got Baba Azam and Mohammed Rizwan. We just need to get a wicket.
Yeah.
To be honest, and we probably would have won.
I think we've got a wicket early on. They would have been under pressure. Would have been a different story.
Yeah,
and Devon Conway getting run out. He just hitting the strides. Yeah. Anyway.
A lot of things didn't go well for us.
No, it didn't. Hey, but it got down to the last over. It just shows in T20 cricket how close it can be.
Last week, superb win by a tissue.
Yeah, well deserved. Group 2 Matriarch Stakes. So well deserved. She finally gets a good draw and bang. She wins. James McDonald's superb ride. Congratulations to James on the birth of his daughter. First child. Wonderful. Fantastic. There's nothing that beats the birth of children, Doug.
It definitely is.
You know, when your sister was born, firstborn, made us incredibly happy.
When I was born, were you super disappointed?
A little bit, to be honest. So we are well deserved, and she was dominant. And 2 starts to 2,000 metres now, unbeaten. Looks like she'll go further. We may possibly give her one more if she goes better.
Duke of Gordon was victorious on Wednesday.
Yeah, he's a really progressive horse. Sat 3 wide for the last 600 metres on the speed and won. And his wins previously have been on heavy tracks. This is a good 3, so it's pretty firm. Yeah, he's a really progressive horse. 3 wins, 9 starts. He's got it all in front of him.
Quick preview was a good second.
Really good second. Loved Sammy, but it was a bit of an odd ride. She sort of had a great spot and she popped out 3 wide in the open. In the last 600 and he got nailed on the line. So a bit of an odd ride, but he's flying and he can earn a lot of money over summer. Loves firm tracks.
And Starry Beale was a good 4th.
Lovely 4th, held up from the 600 to the 250, got out, stormed home late. Great cup trial.
Moving on to this week, on Saturday at Tauranga Race 1, we have Sadaka.
Very, very talented Savabeel filly. She won last start, she only had 2 starts. Rumi pin in the saddle, nice midfield barrier. Still learning a trade, quite green. Got a lot to learn, so she's a nice each way chance. Certainly has plenty of ability, enough ability to win the race. It'll just be her race day smarts that determines her finishing position.
Race 2, Firestock.
And yeah, she led last start and didn't kick on, and she's better than that. But she needs to start putting her hand up. We're going to ride her a bit differently. Her best run, which you're seeing now, was when we rode her cold and she roared home. So we're going to ride her a bit colder. She's got an awkward barrier draw. So we're going to ride her a bit colder, let her settle and finish the race off, and I think we'll see her improve. One thing about Tauranga, there's a lot of rain due. So exactly how much rain comes may determine whether some of these horses run or not.
Race 6, Divine Sabbath.
Yeah, and she's probably one of them. Like last start was very good, 4th over 1,600 metres, ready to step up to 2,100, which she gets today. Lovely barrier drawer. You know, I think she's ready to to run exceptionally well. I think she's a very good winning chance. Just how much rain comes. If we get a bit of rain, but too much rain, we may not run because she doesn't handle it. We've tried on a couple of wet tracks and she's just not quite her best. So if we need to scratch, we will, but if the track's firm or reasonable, she's a very good chance.
At Riccarton race 4, you've proposed a repeater.
1400 metres, lovely barrier draw, Josh Parr in the saddle, tick, tick, tick. His last couple of runs haven't been too bad. It's probably at that stage of his career where we've got to find out whether he's still as good as he was. I'm showing you a video of when he won and he beat like some Group 2 winners. Gino Severini, Hypnos, Monaco, very good horse. So he's got a lot of ability. So I think he gets his opportunity on Saturday. Only concern from the inside draw is the inside's going to be quite cut up, and they're going to want to, even though it's going to be hard, they're going to want to get off the fence. So I think he can run well.
Race 8, deal's done.
2500 metres, absolutely no problem at all. Kylie went into the saddle, gets on really well with him. If anything, even further would be better. He's actually qualified for the Jericho as well, which we'll have a think about going to. He should get a lovely run handy, as long as he can find the right part of the track. It sounds strange, but the right part of the firm track. I think he's a very good each way chance. He's going well. He does like moisture, so he can only get away with a certain number of firm tracks. That's a question mark.
And then race 6, race 11, Starry Bill.
The New Zealand Cup. This has been Starry Bill's plan the whole way along. He's peaking perfectly for it. He's got a lovely barrier draw, Michael McNabb in the saddle. 2 miles is absolutely no issue. He loves a hard track. He's a big chance. He's a big, big chance.
And then at Doomben, race 2, we have Stardome and Otira.
Yeah, the small field of 5 runners, Doug.
Bloody hell, so we have a 40% chance of winning this race.
Love it. Love it. Talk about Stardome first. On the rise, 4th up. He's a first and a second already. He's jumping from a mile 2200, which creates a small question mark. And he does have 59 kilos. Carries 5 kilos more than any other horse in the race. But I think he's on the up. I think the distance suits. I think he's a very good winning chance. Otira run 3 of his last 4. He'll start a short price favourite. Distance is no problem. Firm track is no problem. Only carrying 54 kilos. James Orman in the saddle. Samantha Collett in the saddle. Tick, tick, tick. Only small question mark is he's been up a long time and whether he's looking for the paddock. His work suggests he isn't. That's just a very small question mark, but 2 massive chances either horse could win. I liked your math there too with the 40%, right?
Yeah.
I'm not quite so disappointed anymore now. And yeah.
At Newcastle race 7, we've saved a date for me.
Group 3 Spring Stakes worth $200,000. He looks like he'll start favourite. This is the replay we watched before. And you're seeing your TV now. Impressive, isn't he? Good horse. Physically immature still. He's got a lot of developing to do, which will come in the autumn. Distance is no problem. He's obviously got all sorts of ability, wicked turn of foot. As long as the speed's on and get a bit of open air with Tommy Berry in the saddle, he's a very good each way chance.
Race 7, 8, Skyman.
The Hunter, the $1 million race over 1,300 metres. Obviously well short of Skyman's best distances. He's a sort of 2,000 metre horse. But it's an interesting look. We've got James McDonald in the saddle. Barrier 10, doesn't really matter. He'll settle off them a little bit with the speed on. He's freshened up really well. He could be roaring at the line. It's difficult to see him winning because he's a 2,000 metre horse, but it's a good stance and sprint well fresh. He's come up really well. I think he's going to run well.
On Sunday at Hastings, race 8, we have Oceanides.
And this is a really important few starts for her. She's got to show us whether she wants to be a racehorse still or not. Would have preferred to go 1,400 metres than the mile first up, but we couldn't get into the 1,400 metre race on the Friday, so she goes a mile. But she should get a relatively soft run from her barrier draw. And I think she can be quite competitive. If she can run sort of around about 5th, because she'll need this run, looking ahead of stepping up in distance, I think it'll be a pretty good run. She can certainly show cheek.
Now time for bit of the week. This week's bit of the week on Saturday at Riccarton race 9 is Can I Get an Amen?
Can I get an amen? Amen! I think this horse has been set for the stewards. 1200 metre group 3. She's beaten a lot of the horses in this race field before. She hit a trial which she won leading in. Kept fresh. Lovely barrier draw for her. I think she's about $4.20. I thought it was good odds. I think she is clearly the horse to beat, and I think she's a touch over the odds. I think she'll start shorter than that on Saturday. Can I get an amen as the bet of the week?
And that includes TubeTalk.
It does. Thank you, Douglas, and we shall see you
Next week.
Bye.
At the turn in the cup now, and it's Grey Shot first for home. From coming after it, Nothing Like a Dane now. Fewer chosen wider out from Super Slow. Saintly to the outside, and then came Count Chivas, and further back in the field is Sedico. Oscar Schindler out very wide. Nothing Like a Dane and Saintly at the 300. They reached the lead together from Count Chivas, and then came Grey Shot and Skybo well back. It's Saintly at the 200. Saintly dashing 2 lengths in front. Cummings and Beedman. Cummings going for 10, and he's got it. Saintly well clear of Count Chivas, Nothing Like a Dane, and Skybo, but Saintly wins it easily.